If you thought the last Music Theory plugin was cheating, well, wait until you get a load of this one.
Traptendo.
What's going on, guys? DJ Av here, and we're checking out Riffer, and it is by Audio Modern, and it is a MIDI generator that is pretty damn versatile that uses randomization to generate some pretty cool riffs for you. So with that, I'm going to ask the question, is it cheating or nah? Please leave a comment below. So this is Riffer in the flesh, and I keep on calling it Rifter, and the link will be in the description box. So as you can see, the GUI is pretty damn large, but you can shrink it down and resize it by hitting this area right here. You can also save your presets, even though we don't have anything to save. That button will do that, and you can also load it. We don't have anything here yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the demo track because I laid out some drums, and we're going to hear that, and what the mission is to get a melody to fit that. Yes, I know, a typical trap beat. What do you expect from somebody named Traptendo? Anyway, so the thing that I want to talk about, of course, is the 808. The 808 in itself is hitting in a E, in the key of E, but in a way that I know that it sounds very Japanese. And ironically, I have a plugin pulled up right here, and it is a koto. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to randomly generate a riff. Now, there are some settings that we're going to adjust because it's not going to sound good at first. So now we're going to hit this E. This is where you select the scale here. There you go. So that's the scale that you would select. But you also have over 53 scales, I believe, that you can choose from. I'm going to select a Japanese A. So now that we selected Japanese A, I'm going to hit this random button, and it randomly generates a riff for me. Now, I have it at C3, and it's important because if I go below a C2, it will hit these expressions here, and this is how this sounds. It sounds like... I am going to go ahead and export and just put it right here. So you can export or grab your MIDI that's right in this generator right here, this piano roll, and drop it into your piano roll. And what do we have here? Something that probably is going to sound very disgusting. Way too fast for me. So how do you adjust the speed of this? So you go over here to quantization, and you will select something, I don't know, maybe half notes or quarter notes. I'm going to go ahead and select quarter notes. I'm going to re-roll. It doesn't matter because I'm just getting ideas here. So I'm going to go and then export it, drop it back in here. And, you know, I can repeat that or not, but it's starting to fit the way I want the beat to sound like. So from here, I can try out other quantization features or whatnot. I can go half, and half is going to be longer, of course. And if I was to go whole notes, it would be the longest. So let's hear that. Now, per se, I like that. I want to adjust the pitch of it, I guess. I can go all the way down to like a C2. I'm going to go down to a C2 here, and I'm going to go ahead and export that back in here. And what do we have? It's low as hell now. But now, I'm just going to go back over here to pitch. Boop. And I am going to set it back to C3 because I think C3 will be realistic for what it's going to go down. So I'm going to go back and drop some there. And now we randomly generated another melody. Oh, there might be another problem that you might have with this. It sounds like you can adjust the velocity a little bit because the velocity is a little bit a pain in the butt. I mean, you can adjust the velocity in your piano roll, but you also can adjust it in Riffer prior to whatever you're doing. So you can do that. What I'm going to do is just go over here to volume. You see, you can adjust just adjust it right now, whatnot, and it will, you know, I believe it will adjust it here. So as I dropped it back in here, you can see that now my velocities are very consistent. But as you can see, it's very consistent and it's going to really help with the job here. So the volume, you're also going to adjust the duration of the melodies. You can adjust them right here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to export again. Boom. Oops. Almost messed up there. But there we go. Boom. Oops. I did bust up. So I'm going to go back and drop it in. There we go. Here we go. So if I have it all the way up, what does it sound like if I have it all the way up? Go right here. You can see the melodies are going a little longer. So if I go a little shorter down here, I guess if I export it, and you can see it being represented. You can see it's a little smaller now. So these motion features only work is if it will play that. The only problem here is that FL Studio does not allow you to do a traditional way of going output and setting up an output port. I'm gonna go and set up an output port, and then I'm gonna set up an input port here. See there. See if I ain't tripping. But yeah, from what I tested, FL Studio can't do it, but Ableton can. Surprise. But yeah, Riffer doesn't allow stuff to be generated in real time in FL. So as you can see, I'm gonna get rid of the MIDI here. From here, I just want to point out another thing. Of course, you can resize this right here. So if you want the range of it to go a little further, when you randomly generate for the first time, it will go up as big as or as small as you have it set. So just keep that in mind. Let me know in the comment section if you like this plugin or not. I think it's pretty decent. I definitely have some pros and cons for it. I do love, as far as the pros, the infinite generator. So if you're using any other DAW besides FL Studio, it will work very well. And I also like the fact that you have a way to adjust what you want in the piano roll as far as the size. I think that's really good as far as controlling the randomization and being able to control volume and then the immense amount of scales. The cons of it, I don't like the fact that it does not work natively in FL Studio very well at all, as in it does not generate any notes at all if you route them, and I think they need to work on that in a future update, so that's why I'm doing this video for it. Do I give this the stamp of approval? I give it a half a stamp until they update it.